Welcome. This is MENTA. Today, we are going to talk about a place you won't find on any map, yet you carry its weight every single day: the geography of unspoken words. Have you ever returned home with a lump in your throat? That sentence that was right on the tip of your tongue, something you wanted to scream with every cell of your being, but for some reason you swallowed it. Perhaps you were afraid of hurting someone. Perhaps you knew you wouldn't be understood. Or perhaps in that moment you simply didn't have the strength. You didn't say it. You didn't let it vanish into the air. So where did that word go? Do you think it just disappeared? It is a rule of physics. No energy is ever destroyed. It only changes form. Every word that does not escape into the air seeps inside. Today, we will explore that secret country these words build within us, that heavy geography. Words are more than just sounds. Each has its own mass, its own specific gravity. I love you is like a bird's feather. It lightens the soul. Goodbye is like lead. It pulls you toward the ground. But the heaviest ones are those that cannot leave the mouth, because a spoken word leaves its owner, an unspoken word is sealed to them. Every word we tuck away settles into a corner of our body. Some climb onto our shoulders. You don't understand why you're tired all day, yet you're simply carrying the weight of unspoken no's. Some settle in the rib cage. You want to take a deep breath, but something stays in the way. That obstacle is the sob you swallowed long ago. Some sit in the stomach. Every behavior you couldn't digest, every injustice you gulped down, creates a pool of acid there. Our body is not a warehouse for the trash the soul cannot dump, yet we often treat it as such. So why do we stay silent? Why do we build this silent geography? Usually, we remain silent to protect someone. Let them not be sad, we say. Let the relationship not break. Let peace not be disturbed. But this is an expensive peace. We start an inner war for the sake of outer peace. We steal from ourselves to give to others. Silence builds a wall. Yes, this wall sometimes protects us from conflict, but it also condemns us to loneliness. As unspoken words accumulate, they turn into ghost towns. There, one hears the echoes of sentences never formed. This is a street filled with "I should have said" and "why was I silent?" And the more time we spend in this geography, the more we drift away from the real world. The distance between people does not stem from physical distance, but the pile of unspoken words between them. The longest distance between two people is that one single sentence they cannot say to each other. Words are like living organisms. When they don't reach the air and see the sun, they begin to rot in the darkness within. What was once an innocent hurt turns into anger when left unspoken. Anger turns into resentment, and resentment evolves into a silent poison. This poison begins to erode first your joy, then your sleep, and finally your health. What we call psychosomatic is the body translating the soul's scream. Does your throat ache? Perhaps it's because you are still holding on to that thing you need to say. Does your back hurt? Perhaps the weight of others' expectations on your shoulders has finally become unbearable. The body speaks the language the soul cannot. It is honest. The soul can lie, it can deceive itself, but the body never does. It keeps a record of every unspoken word. So how do we leave this heavy geography? How do we redraw the map of this speechless country? Of course, we cannot say everything to everyone at all times. That would be social suicide. However, we cannot allow these words to rot inside us either. The first step is to acknowledge the existence of those words, To be able to say, right now there is a sentence in my throat and I am not saying it. To name it is to accept its weight. Then one must find exit doors for those words. If you cannot say it to the person, write it on paper. Paper is patient. Paper does not judge. Write it and then burn that paper, or keep it. The important thing is for that energy to flow from your fingertips and leave you. Sometimes you just need to speak, to start by saying with a trembling voice, "This is very hard for me to say," but honesty does not always create massive explosions. Sometimes it's just like slightly opening the floodgates of a dam. When the water starts to flow, the weight diminishes. Every honest word spoken lights a lamp in that dark geography. When words come out, a void is created within us. This void may seem scary, but it's actually breathing room. When that crowd, that noisy silence inside us recedes, we begin to hear who we truly are. A soul under the occupation of unspoken words cannot hear its own voice. Only when we clear that geography can we reach the serene resonance of our own inner voice. At MENTA, we're always searching for simplicity and essence. The essence of the matter is this: as long as you are not honest with yourself, no place on earth will give you peace. Being crushed under the weight of unspoken words is not a destiny, it's a choice. Today, straighten your shoulders and ask yourself, which sentence am I allowing to rust inside me? You are not alone on this journey. Within all of us, there are abandoned cities, dried up rivers, and a vast ocean of things left unsaid. But remember, the map is in your hands. Whether you turn that geography into a prison or a fertile garden depends on your courage. Today, release one of those small words you swallowed. Maybe a thank you, maybe an apology, or maybe just a no. You'll see, the world will not collapse. On the contrary, you'll feel a little lighter. Thank you for joining us. Today at MENTA, we wandered through those silent maps within us. If you too have stories knotted in your throat, stories you wanted to tell but kept silent, you can leave them here, in this safe harbor, even if just in one sentence. Sometimes writing is the first step towards healing. Goodbye.